Good morning everyone. I'm joined today by Craig James, CommSec's Chief Economist, who's about to get on stage and present to our clients. And Craig, very happy that you're here to present to us in Perth today.
Well, it's always good to be here in Perth.
So there's a lot happening at the moment, and one of the biggest parts that we see when our clients are asking us is that shares are at near record highs. Can that continue for the next 12 months?
Well, it can continue provided there's stimulus applied to the economy. Provided businesses do well, continue to make some profits, then that's going to be reflected in share prices. We think the economy is in good shape. Taxes are being cut, interest rates are being cut. We've got the minimum wage decision that provides stimulus, and the hope is we can get a resolution of that US-China trade dispute.
Okay. So what do you see as the major threats to the Australian market over the next 12 months?
Yeah, certainly it is global more than local, I think. It is the US-China trade dispute and what that would mean for the global economy, and particularly for us here in Australia. Really here in Australia there's not many imbalances. When you run through our economic stocktake, we've got the budget imbalance, we've got record trade surplus, we've got low inflation, low interest rates, low unemployment. We've got a lot going for us, and I think with the election out of the road, now we'll start to see a pick-up in terms of growth.
So therefore, opportunities?
Certainly, sort of opportunities. I think, as always, a well-diversified portfolio is the main thing, and it's not just in terms of the share market, but across asset classes, including property.
Okay, well, there you said it. So here in Perth, property means a lot to us, and as you know, property prices in Perth have been going down for quite some time. How do you see property market, firstly here in Perth, but secondly, really in Australia? Where do you see property going?
Well, we've got rebalancing of housing markets right the way across Australia. Certainly, we had the mining investment boom, sort of here in the west, and also in terms of the Northern Territory. We're starting to see a correction of that supply-demand balance now. So, still a few more apartments coming onto the market, a bit more supply, but population is picking up, and that supply pipeline is easing up. So, I think we'll gradually see a stabilisation of Perth prices, but over time, always got to remember that property is a longer-term investment. You don't buy it just one day to flick out the next day. You're buying it, sort of perhaps for 5, 7, 10, even longer, a period of time.
So therefore, hopefully, perhaps a short-term uplift in property prices here in Perth soon?
Well, certainly we believe that it is the case. So it is always the case with the property market. It's supply and demand determining price. And once you get sort of drying up in sort of new supply, new apartments coming onto the market, demand picks up with lower interest rates. And the affordability, first-home buyers embracing things. Investors are back in the market as well, given the fact that the election is out of the road.
So, Craig, all our supporters who couldn't be here today, is there anything else you feel that you want to share with them that you might be sharing with the group in a moment? Well,
I think the important thing is, and particularly when you have things like social media, there tends to be a focus on the negative rather than the positive.
Yes.
So at any point in time, in the economy, there's always going to be risks and there's always going to be opportunities. I think if you focus on the opportunities more than the risk, that's the way of getting ahead.
Craig James, thank you for being in Perth. We look forward to getting you on stage very soon.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.